Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting the history and bending reality. And hold these guys to the standard, man. And in this video, we're going to talk about this dude. I mean, my goodness, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, he won't let it go. He won't let it go. We're going to talk about Kevin Durant and his soft, sensitive ways continue to expose him. And this is what I'm talking about when I tell you guys, Kevin Durant would not make it in the 80s and 90s, man. He's too soft and sensitive, man. And we're going to talk about some of the comments that he's made. Him and Keyshawn Johnson had a quote-unquote back and forth. And, you know, he's upset. He got upset about some comments that Keyshawn Johnson made. Now, we're going to talk about this video, man. Shout out to my man, Uncommon Sense. I saw he did a video on this. Shout out to Too Raw for Sports, Too Raw for TV. I believe he did a video on this, too. I wanted to touch briefly on this because when I heard about this, I once again, this is what I'm always telling you guys about with Kevin Durant. Once again, and I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states that's been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly humbled. Much respect to all you guys out there. Like I said, you guys are supporting my channel, subscribing, man, liking my videos, the comments, you guys sharing your stories, man, the info. Thank you very much, man, for real, guys. Everybody in the membership, like everyone that's donated to my channel, thank you very much, guys. Truly, truly humbling, man, for real. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys. Hold on a second here, guys. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. We got to get some things out right here. So, yes, guys. Like I said, man, I wanted to touch briefly on these comments by Kevin Durant. And once again, how this exposes him. I mean, these guys, I try to get behind these guys. I told you in the past, I've tried to get behind some of these guys. And then you think and you look and you see the way that they carry themselves. And then you really get to see how they are, you know, who they are and the way they are, man, and what they stand for. And, man, and the interactions expose these guys. They really believe that they're doing something. They really do. So if you guys don't know, like I said, shout out to my man Uncommon Sense. You know, he always doing good stuff over there, man. If you guys don't know about his channel, I'm sure you guys do if you know my channel. But check his channel out there. But he did a video on this, man, and he broke it down. I listened to his video. And shout out to the legend Too Raw for TV. Once again, you guys probably know Too Raw for TV, man. If you don't know, go check his stuff out. And he did a video on this also. And when I talk about, you know, Kevin Durant and the soft and sensitive ways of Kevin Durant, guys, listen. So Keyshawn Johnson made some comments, right? And he said something to the effect of Paul Pierce. If you took Kevin Durant off the Warriors, you know, then you replace him with Paul Pierce, then, you know, they would have won, you know, championships also. Excuse me, guys. They would have won championships also, right? And, you know, I agree with this statement. I agree with the statement overall. And I think we can all say that what Kevin Durant did going to the Golden State Warriors in the 2016-17 NBA season was, like I said, one of the weakest moves for a superstar in the history of the NBA, guys. That was just a clown move. Once again, I told you, I've lost all respect for Kevin Durant. I do not respect his career. I don't respect those championships, man. They're frauds. And once again, you beat fraudulent LeBron James in the finals for those championships. I don't respect it. Like I said, the move that he made was weak. You went to the team that beat you in the same conference when your team was just as good, if not better, than them. To me, once again, I don't respect Kevin Durant. But when we talk about these comments and what Keyshawn Johnson said, I don't believe what Keyshawn Johnson said was out of bounds as far as, like, deserving a response from Kevin Durant. Like, did that need a response from Kevin Durant? Keyshawn Johnson saying that if you take off Kevin Durant and replace him with Paul Pierce, that, you know, they would win championships as well? I don't think that's a stretch. I don't think that's, like I said, once again, when you think about that team, this is what we're alluding to, Kevin Durant. The team that you went to was already in position. They had already won a championship. So when you think about these things, it doesn't really give Kevin Durant a leg to stand on when he tries to push back against this stuff. This is why I say he's soft and sensitive. He can't take none of this stuff. You know why? Because the truth hurts, guys. The truth hurts. The facts hurt. And the facts indeed show that the move that Kevin Durant made to join the Golden State Warriors was once again, what? A clown move, man. It was, once again, guys, one of those moves. It was weak. And we don't respect it. The true basketball fans don't respect that move by Kevin Durant, man. He got to take some heat for that. And he has. And he don't like it. But I want to focus on the response of Kevin Durant. I believe they've gone several times. I think that Kevin Durant responded with something. And I believe Keyshawn Johnson may have responded back to Kevin Durant's response. But Kevin Durant's response was to the effect of naming a list of really great football players, Hall of Fame caliber players, Hall of Famers, that were drafted ahead of Keyshawn Johnson in the same NFL draft. Now, when you think about that response, this is what I'm alluding to when I tell you these guys expose themselves. As once again, thinking they're saying something when really all you do is expose yourself as being so emotional and so sensitive that you just fly off the handle and your comment makes no sense. So once again, he named off all these guys, some of them that were Hall of Famers that were drafted ahead of Keyshawn Johnson. And he's saying that the Jets would have been better, the team that drafted Keyshawn Johnson, had they drafted XYZ players. And it doesn't make any sense because the Golden State Warriors did not draft Kevin Durant. They did not draft him. Keyshawn Johnson made no comment to the effect of teams drafting Kevin Durant or the teams that didn't draft him. I believe Kevin Durant was the number 2 draft pick behind Greg Oden. So Kevin Durant's comment makes no sense. It doesn't add up. Once again, it's just Kevin Durant talking nonsense, being emotional, being upset with what Keyshawn Johnson said because it's the facts. So he couldn't dispute it. So he deflected off to Keyshawn Johnson and the other guys that were drafted ahead of Keyshawn Johnson. Now, when we think about that, what does that show me? Once again, that Kevin Durant understands that the move he made was a weak move. He knows it. And this is why he's so emotional about it. Because if he did not believe that the move that he made was weak, right, was fraudulent, then he wouldn't have to defend himself all the time. Because it's the facts. What Keyshawn Johnson says the facts. You could have replaced Kevin Durant with a couple of other guys, and they probably win the championship several times. Hold on, guys. I'm yelling. So I don't know what Kevin Durant is talking about when he starts bringing up these draft picks that were drafted ahead of Keyshawn Johnson. This is not the same scenario. Once again, this is not Keyshawn Johnson going and joining the Dallas Cowboys of the 90s and being like, yeah, I'm a champion. I joined the Dallas Cowboys on free agency, right? I'm one of the guys here. I joined Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin and a host of other really great players on that team. That's essentially what Kevin Durant did. In the prime of his career, he joined the best team or one of the best teams in the league. And it happened to be his direct competition. That's the part that bothered me the most. Is once again, you guys had a 3-1 lead. You blew that 3-1 lead, and then you joined that team? Y'all were beating them. Y'all should have beat them. And you joined that team. So once again, you joined the competition. It doesn't make any sense. The move made no sense. There's no way for Kevin Durant to defend it. So what does he do? He gets emotional, and he starts going off about Keyshawn Johnson and the players that were drafted before him. I was actually laughing when I was listening to 2 Raw's video, and he was going over that stuff, and he was saying these things, and then I had to go back and listen to it for myself. I mean, come on, Kevin Durant. Why are you so sensitive? You know why? Because you know you're a clown for that move, man. And no one respects you. No one respects that move. No one respects your 2 championships. No one does. I told you guys, Kevin Durant ain't that dude, man. He's not a leader. He is not a leader. He is not a grown man. He's still soft and sensitive. All these years later. Remember he had his mama coming out defending him, his mama. Come on, man. You got your mom coming out defending you? Because you a punk. He's always going back and forth with the fans. I've done a couple of videos on Kevin Durant and his soft, sensitive ways. A couple of videos. He's always exposed himself as being emotional. And that tweet was emotional. It made no sense. That was not the same thing. Hypotheticals. Ain't no hypotheticals here, man. The Jets would have been better. The Jets would have been better if they would have done a lot of things back in them days. It wasn't just Keyshawn Johnson or them drafting Keyshawn Johnson. And Keyshawn Johnson was a diva. But he's trying to bring it to draft picks in a team sport like football. Football and basketball ain't the same as far as the team aspect and how many guys it takes to win in football. Football is the ultimate team sport, man. Everybody doing their job. So when you talk about draft picks, he was naming linemen and running backs. He was naming linebackers. All these guys that were being drafted. I tell you, man, sometimes I wonder what these guys was going through their mind when they go to do something like this. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Because once again, you're not coming off as cool or funny or slick or like, look what Kevin Durant said to Keyshawn Johnson. Because when Keyshawn Johnson makes a comment like that, he kind of got a point. No one's saying that Paul Pierce is greater than Kevin Durant or he was a better player than Kevin Durant. That's not what I got from Keyshawn Johnson when I heard his comments. And I don't even like Keyshawn Johnson. He's a goofball to me, too. He says a bunch of stupid stuff. I ain't on board with the things that he be saying. But when Kevin Durant comes back the way that he did, you look stupid, man. You look, once again, soft and sensitive. And you look like what? That you know it's the truth. The truth hurts. People keep talking about that stuff. They can make fun of Kevin Durant about that. They can expose him about that. Once again, you can knock his career. I don't respect his career. This man went about it the easy way. And where did he learn that from? Learn that from you know who? Exposing himself out here. Stop tweeting at people or Xing, whatever it's called, man. Stop doing it. You could have replaced Kevin Durant with a couple of dudes, and they would have won. Once again, the Warriors won before Kevin Durant got there. They won since he's left. What has Kevin Durant done since he's left? Before he was there? What? Someone tell me. What, he won an MVP? And then he dipped. Like a straight punk. That's Kevin Durant. Soft and sensitive, always going back and forth with the fans. Because the fans expose his fool. He goes after these guys all the time. Why are you, Kevin Durant, come to my channel, man. Please. I would love for, what's it, Easy Money Sniper, whatever the hell his handle is on Twitter, whatever the hell it is. I don't have Twitter, none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Come to YouTube. Please. Come to my channel. Make a comment. Make a video. I don't give a damn what you do. You're a joke, man. You're sensitive. Stop crying all the time. Stop always going back and forth with people. They got the facts. No one respects your championships. You're weak for doing it. That's a weak move. It's a weak-ass move, man. There's no way you can explain it. No way you can excuse it. And you want to keep crying about it. You ain't a leader, Kevin Durant. You've never been a leader. You let Draymond Green get all up in your face, but you want to get tough with the fans. You had no energy for Draymond Green, though. All in your face with them ugly grill, with the, you know, his breath be stinking. He was all in your face. You had no energy for that. But you got energy for everybody else with the thumbs. So I'm saying, a lot of you fools out here hiding behind keyboards. When some stuff go down, they're nowhere around. They ain't standing on nothing. They ain't leading nobody nowhere. Always looking to place the blame on somebody, like Russell Westbrook. Where's Kevin Durant at in Phoenix? Where's he been at in Phoenix? Anybody see Kevin Durant? Nowhere to be found. But on Team USA, right? On Team USA, Kevin Durant's a bad man, right? When he played on Team USA, he's the man. When he got backup. More, man. Stop it. You're soft, Kevin Durant. You're soft, man. You've always been soft. You're always going to be soft. Sensitive. Remember, Kevin Durant, sticks and stones, man. Sticks and stones. Don't get mad at Keyshawn Johnson because he out there putting the facts out on you in your weak championships that you won on that team. Good for you, man. You played good on a great team. You were never the leader. Never the leader. You were never a leader. You guys know the deal. And these are the facts. Like I said, once again, shout to Uncommon Sense. Shout to Too Raw for TV. It's ridiculous. Like I said, the tweet back about the people that the Jets drafted, it was irrelevant. What did that have to do with anything? What are you talking about? Once again, Keyshawn Johnson did not go to the Cowboys. Like, what are you talking about? And Keyshawn Johnson wasn't even comparing himself to you. See, once again, it's the disrespect for Paul Pierce because Paul Pierce is a Hall of Famer. Once again, he didn't say some regular sorry dude. They be like, yeah, you replace Kevin Durant with this dude. Then they win. He didn't say you replace Kevin Durant with Richard Jefferson. He didn't say that. He said if you replace him with Paul Pierce. Right? He's one of the great players. So once again, man, I guess he was just trying to put some respect on Paul Pierce and give Paul Pierce a little shine. And Kevin Durant wasn't trying to hear that. Unfortunately, though, for Kevin Durant, those are the facts. Those are the facts. Once again, the Warriors won before Kevin Durant, and they won after Kevin Durant. What has Kevin Durant done before or after the Warriors? What has he done without Steph Curry there? Nothing, man. Once again, it's when Kevin Durant gets exposed. He's not a leader, and I don't want to hear about injuries, man. I don't want to hear about it. There's no excuses for Kevin Durant. No excuses. Before the Warriors, where was he at? Nowhere. Nowhere. All the time, the world around him, no leadership. No heart. Soft sense of Kevin Durant. Still crying now. You guys know the deal on this channel, man. These are the facts here. For this guy to be upset with Keyshawn Johnson, I tell you, man, that's why I can't get behind these fools. How do you respect Kevin Durant? He don't want to live in reality. The reality what you did was whack. Bottom line, that was a whack move by Kevin Durant. He knows it. We know it. His mama know it. He out here crying and moaning. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.